Finally, this is the final video in the series of the final days of my cat Luna with her failing kidney. You know what that means? Yes, she's gone. She's dead. Luckily, we had some really nice last months together that we really enjoyed. And to make this sad story not so sad, I'll bring in more topics that will make it all up and down multiple times. We'll end this story with an up that I won't leave you too sad behind. So stick till the end. And now, what finally happened in Luna's last weeks? It was mainly that she became less and less stable on her legs. That's why she decided to switch her spots to chill to lower and lower places, that she didn't have to jump that high and that she wouldn't fall as deep as it actually happened sometimes. I mean, she fell off the oven. She couldn't make the jump from the kitchen shelf to the table anymore. She fell there sometimes. That's why she chose different spots that became lower and lower. Her last 1 or 2 weeks, she mostly spent her time in a box that I placed her on the kitchen floor. Her eating went quite a bit up and down in the last 2 weeks, I think it was. I could always convince her to eat again. If you have a cat that's not eating out of health reasons, this stuff here, Rico Active, it's called. It's a creamy liquid that looks and smells like caramel, and somehow she always went for that. First I poured some pure on a little plate and she licked that off, so she got attracted to that. Then I poured a little bit on her usual food, so she went for that, and first licking off that stuff and getting a little bit of her food in, and that kept her going. I would say this saved or prolonged her life multiple times. I can really recommend this. I'll leave you a link in the description. I think it's only available on amazon.de, but it's really good stuff. Try to get it. Only in the last 2-3 days that stopped working, and that's when I started to really think about letting her go, when it really became crucial. And I would say the timing was really good. Like a day before, I asked a friend to bring the vet up to me, up on the mountain, and he did that. And the timing was just perfect, because that day when he said he will come with the vet, Luna was really poorly. I already told her yesterday that we'll finish it soon. So we had a bit of a cuddle on the couch, and at night she came, sat on my back for a while in the bed. The last days she started drawing yellow stuff, so probably pus, and she did not clean herself anymore. She got dirty. Well, she tried to get that drawing off with her paw and wouldn't clean her paw anymore. Yeah, she got dirty, she got smelly. That was the day. My friend wasn't sure about the timing then yet, but shortly after he texted me that he'll come. Just got a message of said friend. It'll be today. 3:30. And yeah, it was the right time. There was hardly one time that you missed when I made a fire at the stove. Always sat here. So that's what we're doing for one last time. come soon. So we sit here and wait. It's always hard to find the right timing to let your pet go. I was reading in a forum about cats that someone saw his cat sitting in a puddle of its own pee, meowing, and that's when he decided to let her go. I had the exact same situation once, but actually that was like weeks before, and my thinking is compare your old cat to someone in an elderly care home. When someone is there and can't hold his bladder, then he gets some diapers. He's not getting put down, he's getting diapers. And that's what I did. And actually that peeing, that didn't happen very often. In a previous video I explained how she was peeing on my bed at night while I was sleeping. This happened 2 times, I think. Yeah, I did all the washing and it didn't happen again, at least not on my bed, and if, then there were some diapers underneath. So that wasn't a problem, and I'm glad I didn't react it then in the most extreme way, because we had some good times in between. So my friend came with a vet, and the vet was really friendly, well, at least to me. He insisted on doing that outside in front of my entrance door. He was right, because it's a bit of a mess. So Luna got her first shot just to make her sleep. Wasn't nice. She knew something bad will happen. She escaped to her safe spot, and that was my shoulder, so she didn't run off. While she was falling asleep, the usual thing happened. She threw up, but I was holding her. I held her head while it was getting heavier and heavier. And then she got her second shot, the final one. That, of course, caused her peeing, emptying her bladder. Yeah, that's just how it is. I could see that this wasn't something the vet likes to do. He tried to look away. He told me to look away. He tried to distract me by asking questions like who cut the grass and if I'm hearing the cuckoo calling. And then he left me with her. That was pretty tough, seeing her last breaths. But yeah, it had to be done. It was the right timing. And it's done. Took her a moment to go. She's packed in. Now, showing the others, bringing them up to date. And I didn't wait it too long to bury her.
And just a few days ago I found the old certificate of the cat shelter where I got Luna from, with all the dates on. And from a cat you often don't know the exact date of birth, but it seems like that Luna made it to 19 years old, more or less on the spot, and I'm really happy about that age. And I don't know too much about her life before we met, but of what I know, it wasn't too good. The people that had her before, they just didn't know how to deal with a cat, especially with that special character of Luna. She wasn't an easy cat until she came to me, and we had a good 11 years together with a happy life, lots of adventures. And the total optimist that I am, I always try to find a positive thing about every situation that can occur. So with Luna's death, I finally don't have to debone rabbits anymore. Back in Switzerland it was a bit easier with lamb meat, but here I had to debone a rabbit like every 10 days. Really glad that's over with. Also, she very often had to throw up, be it by eating grass outside or eating too much in the morning, and especially to the end of her days it got worse. So I don't have to clean up that anymore. I don't have to worry about bringing in other animals that she didn't like. And for now, I hope I'm having the easy to deal with cat Malka now. So despite of being really sad about the loss, there's always something positive you can find. I encourage you, whatever situation you have to go through, find positive aspects. Now to something more uplifting. If you've seen the previous videos, you know about the young cat Malka that had to stay outside for almost 1.5 years because of Luna not liking other animals, especially no cats. And after Luna was gone, the house immediately felt empty. It's a emptiness hard to stand. So I decided right away to let cat Malka in. Malka, you know, you're very, very welcome here in the house, but there are rules. Please listen and stick with these rules. Rule number 1, food is only outside, especially if you catch it by yourself. If you catch food by yourself, you eat it outside, right? Then, next rule, in the morning you let me sleep. You have an exit over there, use it. Toilet, pee or poo, is outside. Wouldn't that be cool not to have to clean a cat toilet? Do we have a deal, Malka? Huh? Okay. Other than that, you can do whatever you want in here. And as you can see,
what she's doing, she's in here chilling on the couch all day long. As soon as the sun goes down and is ready for dinner, then I'm feeding her outside, and she stays out. She stays outside all night doing her thing, hunting mice. She is hunting mice. And early in the morning she comes back in, back on the couch, sleeping. I'm pretty much okay with that, because during the day she's inside and the birds outside are safer now. In this 1.5 years outside, she caught quite some birds, and I have a swallow's nest outside in front of the guest house, and they came back and she caught a swallow or two. Luckily not that couple that's nesting there. I hope so, I think so, but I see them going in and out every now and then. So yeah, the birds are safer and the mice are the main prey now. Malka being outside all night and not sleeping and cuddling with me, for now I'm totally okay with that, because outside she's constantly collecting fleas and ticks. At a moment it got warm, it got wet, ticks loved that, and she was covered. Of course I've treated her now with medicine and that's working, but it only works if the ticks are actually biting her, and until then they are still walking on her. And it happens every now and then that she comes to me and afterwards there is one walking on me. Having all these beasts not in my bed, I'm okay with that. Quite interesting was one of the first things she discovered in here was a catnip toy. Oh, Malka discovered her very first catnip. And I just have to tell you, this is the really best catnip toy that you can get. This one here is about 3 years old. It got beaten up, clawed and licked to death by Luna. And it's still working, still has an effect on the kitties. Well, now she's sleeping, so I can really recommend these. It's the brand Yow, and again for this one I'll leave you a link in the description. This one is internationally available. The link is a nice collection of them. I have multiple of these. They're super durable. I think these have the same age, like 3 years as I said. This one I bought early on for Luna. This one is about 10 years old. It's still intact. I mean, I bought other catnip toys for Luna long time ago and they got beaten one time and have never been touched again. This stuff, go for it. If you want to do a favor to your cat, be it a young one that needs to get rid of her energy or an old one and you want to comfort it a bit, this is the stuff to go. So Malka is inside, she's enjoying it greatly, she's doing everything really good. She's not going for my food, she's using the cat flap in and out, that was no problem at all. I only feed her outside in the hope that everything that she's catching she will keep outside. With Luna I always had a problem that she was bringing mice and lizards in, so the most mice I had in the house were because of the cat, not the other way around. And of course there is a cat toilet in my bathroom, but up till now she's going outside to pee and poo. Fingers crossed that this will stay like that. She's behaving perfectly. Then unfortunately there's another downer. My dog Lizzy developed a light arthritis, which makes him a bit less moving well, and only one day before Luna had to go, he ran off like a young dog and misstepped somehow and really badly messed up his leg. He was only walking on 3 and he's not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. So after the whole thing with Luna was over, I packed him in, drove him to a good clinic in the big city of Sofia. There they did an X-ray and they discovered something. I'm not a medical professional, but it's his knee, something in between the bones that ripped, and it will not heal by itself. So instead of running happily with the cat, he now mainly stays in his doghouse, being miserable. But his knee can be fixed. That's the good thing. The bad thing is this operation will cost 2,000 levas. That's the Bulgarian currency, and it's a bit more than $1,000, 1,200 euros. And that's a lot. That's really hurting my budget. And if I want a happy dog again, I have to have that done. It's really hard on me. I don't like asking for help, but if you see any chance for a bit of support for poor Lizzy, I and we would really appreciate every bit of donation that you could afford. You can do that by various ways. One thing is, of course, watching, liking, commenting and subscribing to my videos, so I'll make a bit of money from YouTube. Then I'm starting now to put links in the descriptions to many products that you are seeing that I'm using around here. It's Amazon affiliate links. That means that you can shop just as usual. Nothing is changing in the prices, but by referring you to Amazon, Amazon will pay me a bit of percentage of what you are buying. It's not only the links to the products. I just leave you a general Amazon link. You can maybe open that, bookmark it, and whenever you're shopping on Amazon, go over that bookmark and you will help me with that. As well, in the description I'll leave a link to PayPal. If that would be convenient for you to send a donation for Lizzy there, that will be appreciated way more than all the other links that only pay me pennies. So this is another downer for me, for us here. And just as promised, the last uplifter. When my friend arrived here with the vet, he told me, "Oi, there was another cat on your driveway." And what can I say, like 2 days later I was driving up the mountain on the dirt road I'm having here. I've seen that cat. Of course I just stopped the car and got out of it, tried to approach it, but it's super shy, so she went off into the forest, sitting there in the bushes looking at me. I told her to come to my place. She'll have a home here. Hopefully Malka did not learn from Luna that you have to be mean to other cats. And what can I say? Just a few days ago, I've seen this cat from the inside through my glass door, coming right in front of my house, going for the leftover foods from Malka. And now, every now and then I see her. Today I was in the barn and it's a super nasty day. It's rainy and cold. And there she was in my barn, still super shy, and unfortunately, I mean, I did not approach her. I actually walked in the other direction, but she's still afraid, so she went back out. But she's around, and I'm confident that she will come here. She's really welcome. It's kind of like the universe is replacing Luna for me. And of course, I'll keep you updated on how it's going with that cat. In my opinion, it's a female. We will find out. So if you want to see how that's getting along with that really shy and scared stray cat that is mainly living in the forest, unless she's in my barn in the hay, leave a subscribe, and of course, like this video, and see you in the next one.